Gaijin finally did it. That's right. They're finally going to split the BRs between air and ground modes for some of the aircraft in War Thunder. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming your way and see how it might change what you're looking at. By the way, I'm Old Dead Man, your host. We're looking at War Thunder's website. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. Hey everyone, we're continuing to move along with the War Thunder roadmap presented at the beginning of this year. In today's news, we'll be talking about the separation of battle ratings for different modes. They were originally going to do this one at the next major update, but they're rolling the initial part of this out earlier. So how it works. The separation of battle ratings for different modes works as simple as this. The battle rating for a vehicle is different in aircraft battles and ground or naval battles, something not seen before in this game. Pretty much if it was realistic, it had one battle rating, and usually that was assigned in its performance in AirRB. Now, as they say, apart from a few exceptions, battle ratings for aircraft are set based on their performance in aircraft battles, not on ground or naval battles. And there will be more changes to battle ratings in ground battles than in aircraft battles for that reason. So this is just the first change. Future changes will come in regular BR changes each month or so when they do the normal ones as they go. However, take a look at this. We've got an actual table that lines up the differences. Now, much of this is not going to affect most of you and I because this is all top tier stuff. If you are a top tier player, you're going to see this first. And we'll I'm going to quickly breeze through some of this because much of it is very repetitive information. The nets, the F-16s, all variations, and the F-20A are all going to have in ground realistic a battle rating that drops to 11.7. Now, this takes them off top tier for just a little bit, not really fully because they'll still be able to be up tiered to the top tier with it. However, the Su-25 SM-3 is going from 11.7 to 12.7. The Su-25 is tremendously effective in ground battles, not so much in air battles, although it's got some skills there too. So having it increase from 11.7 all the way to 12.7 tells you exactly how effective that plane has been in ground RB. As far as the Harrier GR7, it only bumps up 0.3. The AV-8B plus Italy, same, bumps up to 12.0. The Phantoms, however, are dropping in ground RB. The FG1 and the FGR2 and the F4J Phantom 2 all drop to 10.7. The F4S Phantom 2 and the F4J UK drop from 11.3 to 11.0. And these changes right here tell you that there's something that's happening in ground RB, and that is usually extremely effective anti-air defense. These planes don't perform well enough to stake at their normal BR in those areas. Conversely, the MiG-27K was balanced for ground battles, so they bumped down its air RB BR from 11.3 to 11.0. The MiG-23s, all of them, the MiG-21s, and the Tornadoes, IDS, MFG, and WTD-61 are all dropping from 11.0 to 10.3. Again, you know where this is going. We've kind of got the long story short here. There's not that many changes. Conversely, the A7K and E are going down in air RB instead to 10.7 and 10.3 respectively. Just a small drop for both of those. The Su-22 M3 for Italy and the Russian one are dropping down just one step from 10.7 to 10.3. The F5E is going from 10.7 to 11.0. Now, the F5E is a small target. It's agile. Being able to use it in ground RB should be relatively, I wouldn't say easy, but it's certainly more capable of evading issues than many other aircraft. But still, it's only bumping up 0.3. Most of the changes are that small. The Kfir Canard and the Su-22U M3K for Germany are dropping from 10.7 to 10.3. The F5E for China also bumping up 0.3 to 11.0. F104s are dropping from 10.7 to 10.0. That is not a surprise for me at all. The F-104 is a lawn dart. It's fast. It doesn't maneuver to speak of. and most of them don't have much for countermeasures. In fact, I'm not sure any of them do. I'd have to look that up. They're overall, we see that they are going to drop 0.7, so that's 2 steps. The F4F for Germany is dropping from 10.7 to 10.3. Not a surprise. That's about where the other F4 Fs are going. F4s are going to. The A7D, I'm surprised to a certain extent, is only dropping in the air realistic battles from 10.3 to 10.0, which means that Gaijin thinks it's okay at 10.3 in ground RB. Yeah, not so convinced. The Buccaneer, though, this surprised the snot out of me. The S2B is going from 10.3 to 10.7, along with the Jaguar GR1A and the AMX, which is actually going to 11.0, the AMX is. The Buccaneer, I've got the first Buccaneer, and it's not that good. I mean, just straight up, it's not that good. I'm surprised the S2B is that much better. Doesn't mean it's not, just saying I'm surprised. The Su-17 M2 and the F4F Early are going from 10.3 to 10.0. That's the F4F Early for Germany. Jaguar A and E and the A6E Tram, the A10A Late, are all going from 10.3 to 10.7. Not really surprised with the A10. That's only a single step though, so we might see that change later. The A10A is going from 10.0 to 10.3. The Super Etendard is going from 10.0 to 10.7. The Q5L is actually changing in both air and ground from 9.7 to 9.3 in air and from 9.7 to 10.7. A full step, actually 3 steps for ground realistic battles, saying it's really effective in ground. MiG-21 SPSK for Germany from 9.7 to 9.3. The Ayat going from 9.3 to 10.0, 2 steps. The A4E Early for Israel and the A4E Early for the US, all going from 8.7 to 9.7. Not really surprised. Again, that's kind of a hard target to hit. And the Alpha Jets are going from 8.7 to 9.0. That's the initial changes. Now, Gaijin will be making additional changes as they do additional analysis on the lower BRs. Primarily, the biggest issues are in these upper tiers, though, because think about it. It's not unusual to see people bring BR 2.0 things to BR 6.0 matches, or even BR 3.0 to BR 7.0 matches, because usually with those, you just need the bombs, and the AA is not that good at knocking these out, even these slower airplanes, because none of them have radar and tracking and that kind of stuff. So interesting to see that Gaijin is making the efforts of this and think they've got it to the point where they can deliver before the actual regular release. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Is this the type of change that you're excited to see? I am actually pretty excited. I think this will make for a real split between air and ground RB, and you could potentially see a lot more balance in ground RB compared to what you'd be seeing normally. Now, none of these changes directly affect me. I have some aircraft in those areas, but I play mostly 5.0, 6.0, 7.0, 9.0 sometimes. And if I'm grinding something, I'll be up in that area. So to me, it's not going to make a big change right now. But in the near future, I may see some of my favorites drop down in BR. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give me that old thumbs up if you like this relatively short discussion of what Gaijin is doing. You have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next video.